I would expect, Halima, and maybe some folks also do as well, that this kind of a tension escalation in the Middle East would lead to higher prices. But we are seeing relatively stable prices right now. Why is that?
Hi, Dominic. I think the real issue is many market participants basically do not believe that energy supplies are at risk from this Middle Eastern conflict. They saw the direct confrontation between Iran and Israel in April did not lead to any supply outages, and they basically faded this story. But we continue to warn at RBC that the biggest risk for this conflict expanding to Iran directly becoming involved in a sustained way is if you have Israel invade Lebanon with ground forces like they did in 2006, any type of serious direct confrontation with Hezbollah, we think could potentially bring Iran into the conflict because Hezbollah is Iran's most important proxy. It's how they project power globally. So we think it's a very important story to continue to monitor.
What exactly would be the potential signs that you would see of a broadening in the conflict? This seems like it would be a broadening, but what actually happens to get Iran possibly, hypothetically, more involved in the Middle East conflict?
What I think we should be watching for is a potential any movement of Israeli troops to the border in a significant way and preparations for a ground invasion. Again, a ground invasion akin to what we saw in 2006 could be the catalyst for a much more significant conflict. And the Israelis have a lot of calculations to make because they have 60,000 internally displaced people that have moved away from the border in the north. There's a view that unless they can get Hezbollah to move off the border, these people will not move home. And so even before Saturday, a lot of security experts were saying it was a matter of time before Israel took more decisive action against Hezbollah.
What exactly does it mean with regard to there's not going to be a supply issue here? How exactly do you see U.S. producers reacting to the current environment? It seems to be very stable for prices right now. Is there an incentive for America to keep producing the way it has been?
Well, I think that it's too soon to say there's no risk to oil supplies because we saw in 2019 when the U.S. exited the Iranian nuclear agreement and imposed maximum pressure sanctions, the Iranians did respond by attacking tankers off the coast of UAE, hitting critical pipelines, attacking Saudi Arabia's Abqaiq facility, the world's largest oil processing facility. So again, if you did see Iran become involved in the conflict, if you saw a serious escalation, we cannot rule out that regional energy supplies could be caught up in the mix of this. So again, I think it's too soon to fade this story, even though we have not seen any supply disruptions yet. We did see a precedent in 2019 for energy to be directly targeted.
Halima, before we let you go, I want to move to South America in another major oil-producing country, and that's Venezuela. A winner has been declared. It's Nicolas Maduro as president. It was contested, highly so, still is by some parties out there. It's highly contested. They are a major oil producer. What do you think it looks like for its global relations given this election outcome and declaration?
What's so interesting about the Venezuelan story is the Biden administration has actually lifted significant energy sanctions on Venezuela in advance of the elections to essentially incentivize them to hold decent elections. Now, they had reimposed some sanctions in April after the leading opposition candidate was disqualified, but still, several U.S. companies are allowed to operate there now. So the question is, will the United States now have to significantly tighten sanctions on the back of what looks like a fraudulent election in Venezuela?